Guyana is truly endowed with all natural resources that are in demand, with the potential to generate significant value. But local businesses have to think about long-term investment and returns when Guyana begins raking in revenues from petroleum. That proposition was shared with the gathering at the launch of GuyTai 2018 by Chairman of the Private Sector Commission, Desmond Sears.
Soon we will have the advantage of oil and gas, and with that comes numerous possibilities to fast-track our industrialization process, where we can use our riches to create value, but of course in a sustainable way.
He says that while some entrepreneurs may be deterred by hurdles in terms of energy costs or some deficiencies in Guyana's transport and port infrastructure, operational cost for businesses remains relatively low in Guyana,
which is balanced by the fact that our labor cost is also low. As we look into the future and combine with our government's intentions, it is only a matter of time before natural gas is brought ashore to power industries, and revenues from oil is channeled to our infrastructure and other demands.
Meanwhile, Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin says that now more than ever, a strong and vibrant private sector is what is needed in Guyana if the country is to maximize the benefits of owning a large amount of petroleum resources.
And extracting those resources, because there will be opportunities for local businesses when Guyana starts to produce oil. And that oil will eventually be depleted because it is a non-renewable resource. So the time is now for the private sector to position itself as a key driver of Guyana's long-term economic growth and development that must be sustained long after the oil is depleted.
The business minister added that the coalition administration will do as much as it can to ensure that there are long-term plans in place for businesses outside of the oil and gas sector, but that the Private Sector Commission will have to play its part too.
Our government's role is to serve the people of Guyana, and the Ministry of Business exists to facilitate private sector development in Guyana. Not because we are in love with the private sector, and I'm not suggesting here that we do not love our private sector, but because we recognize and respect the role that the private sector plays in sustaining economic growth and in creating and sustaining employment, and in generating tax revenues which allow government to better serve the people of our country.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Kristen McLingham.